to Lillard.
Looks like they're going to let him play a little bit tonight.
Oh, you don't leave him.
Oh, we don't really know what it is.
Well, I thought he was the first 19-year-old that had gray hair the first time. Against Bassey and draws the foul.
Good experience for Bassey there. Nice up and under for
percent. You saw the numbers on the season, 10th in the league in rebounding. Coming off a double-double in the Cleveland that has struggled on the road that came in here the other night. Portland. They beat Phoenix. This is not your 27-win team from a year ago.
No, not even close. Added a few key pieces. Struggling since they left this building.
Johnson gives it up. KBD jiggles in a three. Josh. Bassey kept it alive, and again.
And maybe Bassey. Charles kept it alive first off, allowed Keldon to sneak in there for the putback.
Simons has got
earlier this season.
Johnson, what a find, and Bassey finishes.
Great patience there from Charles.
Quarter. Bassey, great pass to a cutting Trey Jones. Down 4 points, 3 boards a game.
It's unfortunate there for
Nurkic. Puts Portland back on top, 12-11. Gordon Johnson. Jones inside, baits Diop. Oh, what a move
on the floor.
KBD right now. The Spurs 13.
Yeah, he's in nice rhythm.
Simons counted. Lillard, Nurkic, Sharp. Hits the bottom. Shaden Sharp, time even at that level.
Right.
Oh, Keldon Johnson drives it.
This year that the league has seen. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. I had a putback dunk in LA last week. Was just
Malachi, 19-year-old out of Ohio State. Was in 5 points a game. Did not play. Guarded by Eubanks. Kicks it back out. McDermott.
He thought he had Doug McDermott covered up, and Doug ends up draining it anyways.
Drew Eubanks as we to Toronto, and then they waived him, and Portland picked him up. There is Sharp. Let's see if the Spurs can get a handle on this hot shooting Portland club as Simons kicks it off to the corner, and Grant knocks down the jumper. He's shooting.
Whenever anybody has a hot month and you compare their offensive numbers to Michael, and you forget what a menace and absolute terror.
Have won the MVP had they just truly given it to the most valuable player that season. They got tired of giving it to him.
Exactly. I mean, could have been like 8 or 9 times. Yeah, and I think there's a few guys out there that they might pick somebody else, but they pick it out of maybe out of animosity. Maybe they don't like Michael that much or disrespect. I'm so sure like that's the right thing to do. Honestly, I know they know what they're doing.
Player returns from injury.
Yeah, I mean, I figure like you warm a guy up, you want to keep him warm. That's why I kind of agree with Russell Westbrook when
Richardson for 3. Got it, Josh Richardson. The 24 the other night. Richardson started slow to Spurs with 40 and 6:26 to go. Yeah. Offense is all right, but you've got to do something about the other end as Lillard gets to the rim again.
You can't get caught out of balance either with him as a defender. Cater was reaching there, trying to poke the ball away. He's got long arms to get away with it. But once
held it, little finger roll. Bates Diop scramble. Here comes the Spurs. Richardson. Knew he had Simons chasing him.
Big call, especially traveling calls. Love that.
Keldon Johnson end-to-end and lays it up and in.
Gimmicky with the game. Allow the officials to show off or express themselves.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be a disaster.
Be careful with the dribble. 8 on the shot clock to Vassell. Vassell for 3. Yes! Devin Vassell knocking down the triple.
Tired of watching that. The perfect rotation, high release. Thing of beauty.
Lillard just worked that Nurkic. Johnson again. And what do I need to do to get it? Simons trying to return the favor. Lillard gives it up here, and another corner 3. This one won't go. The Spurs come away after the Hart miss. Jones. Floater over Nurkic.
A little stop and pop. Had Nurkic backing up, and you can see Nurkic, he respects the speed and the quickness of Trey Jones there. All Trey has to do is threaten the basket, force the big guy to back up, drop him off with a nice mid-range jumper.
Jones with a half dozen. Anthony Simons against Keldon Johnson. 9 on the shot clock. Deflected by Richardson. Saved. Jones to Josh. Stops. Fires. Rebound. Nurkic. Grant. Just balance a bit. Jang fighting for the rebound, and that effort will be rewarded. Spurs will get it back here. 14 on the shot clock. Johnson lofts it into Gorgie Jang. Johnson, corner 3. They were napping at Keldon. Put him to sleep with it. Johnson knocks down the triple, and the Spurs are within 11.
Watford had no idea where the ball was. He had no idea that Keldon was shooting the ball behind him.
Nurkic is denied. Sohan to Vassell. Oh, mama! A 3-and-1! Devin Vassell! And the crowd got something to roar about.
Yeah, Devin does a great job running the floor there, and again, you got to give offensive player room to land. That one's close. Devin with an opportunity for a 4-point play here.
85-77. Spurs were down 18.
Guys did a nice job swarming there in the third and turning those turnovers into points in the open court.
There's another turnover to start the fourth, and the Spurs will get it back. Chauncey Billups looks on. Second year after going 27-55 last season. 17-year playing career in the NBA. Devin Vassell against Eubanks, his old teammate, and Drew got the best of him there, out of bounds to San Antonio.
So we got to get tricky with Drew on that one. He's able to beat him, but then he brings the ball back where Drew can get to it instead of maybe putting it up there with your left hand or getting all the way inside Drew, so he's got to come over your back for that block.
Eubanks, when he went to Portland last year in the 22 games, he averaged 14 points a game and 8.5 boards to end the season up there. Spurs get a good look that won't fall, and again, Portland possession. Simons off the screen.
There's an off arm there. Could have easily been an offensive foul.
Misses. Jones with a rebound. Loops it ahead. Too much air underneath it, and Portland nearly picked it off.
That one might have gotten deflected there.
Yeah, it was Bassey trying to come up with it. Doug McDermott to enter from the corner. An easy inbounds.
No, it's the worst place to inbound it from. Was he dunking it before he had it?
Yeah, turns into a turnover, and then Sharp knocked away. Oh, what a pass inside, and an and one for Drew Eubanks.
That had turnover written all over it, and instead you have an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Eubanks, undrafted out of